Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So I'm doing this live stream now after 2 weeks of not doing a live stream. Sorry, I apologize. I've been really busy and actually really tired the last few weeks. But I'm back now and hopefully we'll continue doing this on a more regular basis. Sorry, I also missed you guys and missed everyone. So definitely I'm back now. I wasn't sick or anything like that. It was just I was really busy and also really tired and sleepy and I had to sleep earlier. As you guys know, I do work in the morning, so yeah, it was actually a really busy time for my work as well, a little bit stressful as well, so I just needed to rest. But anyway, I'm back now, so hopefully you guys can join me. I am actually now, just while I'm talking, I am about to set up my thumbnail for this, and then I'm going to post it into my, post the link into my Discord server as well. So I want to promote that as well. So for those of you who are new to this channel or joining me for the first time, etc., or maybe you've joined me before but you haven't joined my Discord server yet, please feel free to join me there. And there are many other members there. They can talk about a variety of topics related to Genshin Impact or any other things that you want to talk about as well are totally welcome. So feel free to join us there. Thank you. And also, if you are newer, please do feel free to, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up, of course. Definitely go and check out my other videos and feel free to leave me comments and questions about the game as well. We can talk about anything on live stream. It doesn't have to be about this game. During these times, I just do like the daily routine stuff, like commissions and farming ores and like, stuff like that, right? So I've already, done the ore farming prior to this earlier today already, so we're ready to go with that. I'm going to quickly type a quick simple description. I've also updated my YouTube channel. I now have a customized YouTube URL now. It's already updated on more recent videos. My newer videos has it too. So actually I'm not going to type the description now. I'm just going to leave it. Actually no, I will type it now quickly. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's just do that first. I can always update the description afterward. And then I'm going to now generate a link and I'm going to post the link into my Discord afterward. I also need to go pop out into another browser for those of you who are already waiting, if you are there already. I am going to pop into another browser so I can see the chat window. Otherwise I won't be able to. Give me a sec here. Here it is. And I am going to copy the URL. Hi, Orxo Animex. How are you? Thank you. I can see you now. Welcome. Yes. So, because my chat window just opened, so that's why I can see you, that you were there already. Thank you so much. Because otherwise, when I'm saving it, it doesn't have the chat window available right away. That's just a back end thing, in case you're wondering. I'm going to quickly post to my Discord channel. Give me a sec here. Where's my little thing where I post normally? Do I just do it in the announcement one? I guess I do. Okay, let me just do that. Okay. I'm just quickly mentioning this into my Discord channel, just saying I'm back and live streaming now. If you want to join me there, yes. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's see if it worked. Yes, it worked. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're back. I'm going to switch back to my chat window. All right, thank you. You? All good. Perfect, thank you. Yes, I'm good. I'm just logging in now and we're ready to go. Yep, I'm back to this chat window. I can see you. Yeah, so how are you doing? Hopefully you had a great weekend. Yes, like I was saying in the beginning, I wasn't live streaming the last few weeks, 2 weeks. I think the last time I live streamed was January 25th, but I did post a bunch of videos over the weekend. Of course, we have to talk about the upcoming version 2.5 stuff, right? So that's why I had to make a bunch of those videos. But I said I was going to live stream, I think, on my Discord server. I said I was going to say it, doing it over the weekend, but I didn't because I was super sleepy. So I didn't, but I'm here now, so we're good. Yeah. Are you excited, Orxo, for 2.5? good. Yeah, me too. I'm actually really excited too. I'm actually part of me is excited because they're not doing Wind Bloom. I'll be honest. Like last year, Wind Bloom was fun in the beginning, and then it got really tired and really boring right away with all those little mini games. And of course, it was still a good event and it was experimental for them, but that was when a lot of players quit, and I contemplated quitting as well. I didn't. But yeah, I feel like that's probably haunting them, and that's probably what they realized that too, obviously. So I think that's why they're not doing Wind Bloom right now. I have a feeling they may not even do it this year. That's my own personal thinking right now. I have a feeling they're just going to do Klee's event because that was well received. So I have a feeling they're going to skip Wind Bloom this year, but you never know. Maybe they'll still do it, or maybe they'll do a shorter version of it. Yeah. But it is exciting, and it's definitely not coming in 2.5, which is great, because last year, right after Lantern Rite was Wind Bloom. But this year, it's going to be basically an Inazuma theme, and it's about the Sakura, so that makes sense. So the spring event this year is about the Sakura, which is a real thing in Japan, right? So I feel like that's probably what they're going with instead, so hence they're not going to do Wind Bloom, I think. Or they'll do some cheaper version of it, or some downplayed version of it this year. You'll be skipping the banners to save the primos? That's okay. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, do you have the characters already, or is that why you're skipping? Like, do you have like Raiden Shogun? You can definitely skip Kokumi. I can just be very honest and real with you here. You can definitely skip Kokumi. But like, if you don't have Raiden Shogun, I think that she's a must pull though. FYI. And then like Yai Miko, I'll be honest. If you have to pick between Raiden Shogun and Yai Miko, pick Raiden Shogun. Yeah, hands down. Those are pretty much my own recommendations, of course. Of course, if you love certain characters, then go for them. But then, yeah, Yaimiko is more of an optional character, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go for her, of course, but that's just because I am a YouTuber, but also because I'm interested in collecting all the characters. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend like going specifically for Yaimiko unless you love her. Yeah. You've already got Kazuha, so you're happy you got him. And yes, I was thinking about Raiden, but I've got 50-50. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you know what? It doesn't hurt. Like, especially if you're, my own opinion is that if you're near pity, you should just try. You never know, right? You never know. Like if you lose the pity, and let's just pretend that you lose 50-50, and then that means that the next one is going to be guaranteed, right? Obviously. But yeah, so that's not bad. But then if you win it and you get Raiden, I think that's amazing because she's going to be, in my opinion, still, she is a must pull aside from Kazuha. I think those are my two must pulls. I also feel that Zhongli is a must pull, but although they've kind of nerfed him a little bit now, but still, like, not directly, but you know, they've nerfed the idea of shielding. I get it. But then, still, I feel like he's also a very solid character. Exactly. Yep, you understand. Totally. Yeah. And then, like, right now with the Yai Miko, nothing's official, and we're not talking about leaks or anything, but we don't know how she's actually like. But then, she's actually very versatile in terms of weapons. That's why in my weapons pre-release analysis weapons option video, I pretty much went over all the weapons available in the game already, and I think that she could be, depending on how you build her, she could be very flexible. But I don't think that she's a must pull though. Yeah, yeah. And I'm good with Raiden too. I'm not gonna like pull for any more things for her because I don't feel that I need like more constellations. Plus, I already went very heavy on it already, so I think we're good. And then Kokomi, I don't recommend going for her at all. I don't even recommend getting a C0 for her. Despite the fact that they kind of buffed her with her like clam set and all that stuff, and I did a review of that, an updated review. Like, she grew on me a little bit, but it's not worth it still. I would never recommend anyone to pull for her. No, no need. Like, there's other healers in the game. You don't need her. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll do, yeah, we can do this quick first, and then we'll go do the commissions. Yeah. And then, yeah, Yan looks good, but I'm not too sure with her. Yeah, exactly. And I agree with Yai Miko. I feel like, and I've said this in my pre-release analysis video recently as well, and I've said this before too. I think she's just a 5-star version of Lisa, quite honestly, and we don't even use Lisa now. Let's be real. right? You know, like Kokomi's like, and this is nothing new. Like, I'm not the only one that says this, but like Kokomi's a 5-star Barbara, and Ito is a 5-star Noelle. Like, we already know like where this is going. The only like, see, Kazuha is not a 5-star Sucrose, so that's why I love him, because he is a hybrid character of a variety of like animal characters like mishmashed together. So that's why he's awesome. They should do more characters like that, and I've said that way before too. Instead of just 5-star upgraded versions of existing 4-star characters. You know? Yeah. Yeah, Bennett is awesome. Yeah, for sure. And I still love my Jean. If you watched my Spiral Abyss videos, Jean, whether or not just the current one, but like previous ones too, I've always used Jean in Spiral Abyss. She is the healer on one side, and also I use her to attack and stuff. And then Bennett is my basically healer and buffer on the other side. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to Inazuma. Yeah, Kazuha is like the best. I think, yeah, he's like a must pull character for sure. I totally agree with that. I'm considering even like if I have to, maybe even like because I'm low spend now, but then like I would be considering being willing to spend some money to like get his constellations even. Yeah, that's how much I love him. But then I want to be realistic here too. Like being low spend, I don't need to get constellations for him, so it's okay too. Ooh, I want these stones. Oh, I'll come back for them, I guess. Where'd the thing go? Oh, over there. Actually, maybe I can get them. Can I? Oh, I didn't bring like a Claymore character. Okay, maybe I'll come back for these. I'll come back for these. My stupid thing over there is getting attacked. Oops, I got hit by that freaking bomb. Always happens. Yeah, it always happens. Okay, whatever. Jean is awesome, exactly, she is. Some people don't like her because she's a standard character, but no, she's like, still very solid. Hi, Chun Chun. Make membership perks to join this channel. I don't think it's available to me yet, to be honest. I don't have all the functions. I think only I read somewhere that you can only more functions unlock the bigger your channel gets, but I don't think I have those yet. I don't even have I think they call them super posts or whatever they're called. I don't even have those yet. It says that that's an option for me, but I don't have the ability to do them. It actually says I'm not eligible yet. So there's a lot of things I don't have yet. I'm still a new streamer in a way. But thank you. Ooh, it's gonna blow up soon. Shit. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat. Okay. Where's the thing? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Oh, now I want to go and collect these ores. Okay, I should do that. Even though I don't really care for them, but I should do it. Okay. Well, I got the commission thing, so that's fine. Okay. You use money to get polls, but if I pay, you might not want to play anymore, but force myself since I was... Yeah, that's true. I totally understand that feeling. So I would recommend not bothering. As someone who has gone through the dolphin phase of spending money in the game, and then started with low spend and then became a dolphin and then went back to low spending now, I feel like it's okay to just stay low spend or free to play altogether. It's fine. You can super chat? Really? Interesting. Because on my back end it says that I don't have it. Okay. It's okay, don't do it. It's available? Really? I don't have these functions in the back end. It's so strange. Okay. It actually says that I'm not eligible. I don't know. It's weird. Well, thank you for letting me know that. I didn't know that. That's okay. Don't spend money on my channel. I have nothing, like, I'll be very fair and honest here. I have no new content to give you right now, so don't do it. But thank you. I know you're a great supporter of me, so thank you. But yeah, no need to, because I don't have any extra content right now. You regret not getting Shenhe? Really? No, she's not that good. I'm gonna be very honest, and I would say this quite honestly to you. She's not worth getting. I mean, I know that other bigger channels said that she is. Like, I think Tenha and like I think Seka or maybe Tenha maybe. I recently saw their video and they said like, oh yeah, like she's amazing and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't think she's that good. Like, sure, you can build her to become amazing, but technically you can build any character to become amazing. You can like look at Enviosity. You can make Amber amazing, okay? Like, it just depends, like, if it's worth doing, that's all. Like, yeah, of course, those channels are big, so of course they can, because then they make so much money, right? Like, I'm not big at all, and I don't even think that she's worth it. But if you like her, that's fine. She's nutty with Ayaka. Well, I mean, yes, that's her point. Like, that's her purpose. She's supposed to, like, buff the cryo characters. And I guess she's good with Ganyu, obviously, too. People say that she's good with Eula, but I don't think so. Nothing against it, but I don't think that Eula works so well with her. Like, you can make it work, but then, like, because Eula's more of a physical character, which she does do the physical resistance shred, too, Shenhe, but not so much, yeah. Oh, you're gonna head off? Have fun with your stream and have a lovely day. Oh, thank you, Orxo. Yes, thank you for joining me, and feel free to join me again next time. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Yeah, she's only alright with Eula, but she's better with, like you said, Ayaka and Ganyu. So speaking of Ganyu and all that, I know that you rebuilt her, right? Like, you recently got her and you built her up, so that's good. Oh yes, Orso, if you're still here, make sure to join our Discord. Thanks. So far, are you liking your Ganyu? C1 Ganyu, yeah? You liking it? Obviously she's gonna be amazing, right? I've been pulling on the Ganyu banner, but I obviously am okay with not getting C1. I don't really, it's not like I have to get it, I don't really care, but it'd be nice. But then I'm also trying to build up my pity, so I'm actually quite close now in terms of pity. I'm at 62 or 63, something like that. So like, surprisingly, oh, this is ending. Okay, that's fine. I already got everything for that. Yeah, so then like, I should be well positioned to go for Yae Miko's banner when she drops in 2 weeks, basically. And then, so I'm going to save all my wishes from this point forward. I'm not going to wish anymore, so that way I can make a video out of it, because it's kind of pointless if, like, I bring myself up to pity, like, right up to, like, 75, and then, like, wait. That's pointless, right? So I'll just save all the remaining wishes from this point forward, and then I can make a video out of it. That way I can at least maybe try to pull, like, 210 pulls or something, and at least the video is going to be at least 5 minutes long. Right, you know? So, yeah. But then it's also no guarantee that I'm gonna get her, just so we're clear, because I'm at risk of 50-50. But I'm okay with that risk because I don't think that Yaimiko is a must pull either. Just like any of the recent characters, and I've talked about this already too, like Ito is not a must pull and Shenhe is also not a must pull. I don't think that any of them are. So, I think that similarly Yaimiko is also not. So, yeah. Did I plug my stream on the Discord? I did. I put it in the announcement channel. Yes, I did. Where are these supplies? I don't even see. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I was gonna thought about coming on earlier, but then I thought no. But then there's nothing to do in the game, like honestly, because I'd have to wait for the server resets anyway. Otherwise, there's nothing to do. That's the only problem. Yeah. So obviously I waited, and then now the server reset. So here I am. Ooh, good. At least I got them before they noticed me. Then I don't have to fight them. Yamiko, I would say, will be better than Raiden. Really? And Xiao as in DPS, but worse than Hu Tao and Ayaka. Okay, interesting. I don't know if she's better than Raiden. I don't think that's possible. Can it be possible? Because Raiden is, after all, a Archon. So, like, they can't, like, you know, they usually don't make, you know, the regular characters better than the Archons. So I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. And the fact that she's a Catalyst user, let's be honest, like, the game doesn't really seem to favor Catalyst and bow users, let's be real. The game seems to favor, like, well, at least for me, I prefer, like, one-handed sword users and, like, polearm users more than, Claymore characters and more than, um, bow and Catalyst users, so. Okay. Her burst does, like, 2200%, okay. Interesting. Well, you'll never know until she's fully officially revealed, but yeah. It's fine. Like, I mean, I don't know, because I don't really like Lisa's gameplay right now. Like, I don't mind Lisa, because even Tony Toe uses her, like, occasionally as a niche build and a niche team comp. But then, like, even then, I don't think that it's worth, like, you know, I don't know. Like, if we think of, like, Yaimiko as a 5-star Lisa, I don't think it's, yeah. But you never know, like, I mean, I would be happy to get her, yes, so. She won't be like Lisa? Okay. Like, Lisa is really slow when she attacks, and I know Yaimiko is already faster from the video footage. Like, she can, like, float around and all that stuff, right? You know, I'm already happy that they changed her animations a while back already. So that's good. Her burst is, again, they're not gonna change the animation obviously, but that's fine. The burst just hits, like, lightning down a few times. I don't, like, yes, I understand, like, there's a stacking situation with her skill and her burst. I don't know, like, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's interesting, but also kind of blah. I don't know. But definitely, I like her character though, and I like her, like, sassiness and her, like, kind of semi-evilness. She kind of like Yanfei and Xiao and Lisa. Oh, okay. Um, I don't see the Xiao aspect, but I can see her being, but I don't know if she's like Yanfei, because Yanfei is more like Klee, and they're actually charge attackers, and I don't see Yaimiko as a charge attacker. She's more like, what is she? She's more like a Lisa, sorry, a Mona, because she lays out her, like, Mona only has one taunt, like one, like, you know, E skill thing that she lays out, right? And then, yeah, whereas, like, Yaimiko has three, basically, right? That's the only difference. So I see her, like, as a Lisa. Sorry, Mona. I keep saying Lisa. Mona. But she's, yeah, so I see her like a Mona plus a Lisa. Yeah, so Mona Lisa. Her normal attack won't be useful. Her skill and burst would be her main source of damage. True. I agree. Hence, she won't do normal and charge like Yanfei or Klee, because that's their main source of damage. More than well, I mean, I guess Yanfei could be like her burst is also because she has AOE, whereas Klee's burst is kind of useless to be very honest because it's random. You can't even control where it hits. So that's the only problem with hers, right? And then yeah, and then her E is like kind of like basically like Aloy's E. Like it doesn't all hit, right? So then that's kind of iffy too, right? I still love my Klee, of course. But then yeah. Um and then like Mona, like cause Mona does normal and charge attacks, yeah. But then she does her taunt and then she does her little bubble, right? So yeah, it's not really the same either, I know. So I don't know. And then Yaimiko is gonna be kinda like she's actually kinda like Kokomi, to be very honest. because Kokomi lays out her jellyfish. Like, of course, jellyfish is like healing, right? But then like she's kind of like the same thing. Like she lays out something, and then like, yeah, and then Kokomi like when she bursts, then like she can like blast out more like power or whatever. Sure, I don't know. Like again, like I'm not against Yamiko. Definitely, I'm still gonna go for her. But then like I don't really see that there's anything special about her either. But yes, her character is special though. Yes.
我绝散了，寂灭之时无处遁逃。让我听听，你在哪儿？永不宽恕。
朔风起义，
此时归于风雪。
She's hot, yes. She's kind of like Xiao. She gets 3 dashes. Well, in that sense, sure. Yanfei is like her burst, yeah. Not her burst, won't be like Kokomi. I'm with Genshin in this update. Infinity is great. Oh, that's good. Yeah, this update is good. I have nothing against it. Like, I feel like they've done better. Actually, with Orxo earlier, we were just saying, like, cause he's very, I don't know if Orxo is a man or a guy or a girl, but, they were saying that they, were excited for 2.5 and that they're very happy too, and that's totally my thing. And even in my response, I was saying, like, they did better already because like last year at this time after Lantern, right, it was Wind Bloom Festival and people were quitting that game, so that's why my speculation is that they're not doing Wind Bloom this year or they're gonna do a really cheap dumbed down version of it because no one liked it. Like it was fun in the beginning for like the first like few rounds, and then you get really bored. You're like, oh, this is like a job. Like actually, many streamers said the same thing. They're like, it's fun, but then the fun wears off really fast because they're just little mini games that are like repetitive. And one thing I hated about Windbloom was that you can't even pick your minigame, and they have those stupid achievements, obviously, where you can only, like, the achievement was stupid because, like, you have to, like, obviously get perfect or whatever it was, like, for certain games, right? But because it's random, you don't always get to get the game that you need to repeat, and you can't repeat the game, which that was what I left in the survey feedback as well. It was so stupid. Because it's like, I need to perfect this stupid game, but you don't let me pick this game and I don't get to randomly do it over and over, like, you know, then, like, yeah, luckily I was able to get all the rewards, but then it was really frustrating. Yeah, anyway. So people were pissed, and people, like, quit that game, and I can totally see why. People quit during that, and then 1.5, a lot of people quit too, and then at the end of the 1.5 livestream, that's when they start teasing Inazuma's coming, you know, and then that's when people started, like, not quitting anymore, but yeah, that's what happened. So that's why I feel this year they're not doing Windbloom. I feel like they're going to do a Windbloom, but not the same as last year for sure. They're not going to do those little mini games that no one liked. They're going to do something else, or they're going to do a really dumbed down version or a modification version of it, or they're just going to skip it and do Klee's event because people love Klee's event, right? And then that's one way to bring Venti back as a rerun. Or they're going to do maybe Ludi Harpassen, which would be Klee's event that they kept talking about last year, but they never happen to do it. So that could be one way to do Klee's event. But I think that, yeah, that's my speculation. And I talked about this in my other recent videos too, and you guys know, yeah. Windbloom was like Fall Guys. I don't know if you know what that game is, but it's like a game that came out on Switch and on PlayStation. It's like a team, like, kind of like mini games kind of game, where like you can't fall off the platforms, and then you have to like run and stuff, and like there's like racing and stuff like that, and then like you can't get hit or whatever. You have to be the last one surviving, or you collect things. Yeah. So Windbloom was like that, whereas I think it was like 8 or something mini games, and like you have to collect the little flowers because the theme was flowers, like spring flowers, Windbloom, right? And then like whether they're floating in the air and then you can't touch the ground or something like that, or like you can't touch the electricity that's circling, right? You know, you can't get hit too many times or something like that, like things like that. Or you have to like not fall off the platforms, or you have to like run through the maze, or run up and not get hit by the bubbles that are coming down to like trap you. Yeah, things like that. Yeah. So Windbloom was fun, but only fun in the beginning for the first day. It was the unfortunate part was it was only fun for the first day, and then everyone, if you will go back and look at people's like 1.4 like event streams, like Seka, a bunch of other players, they all a lot of them actually quit after that. But yeah, they all said it was super fun. Like I didn't do streaming back then, but like I thought it was super fun too. And then and then after like literally we all had the same feeling at the same time. Like after day 2 and day 3, like this is it. We have to just redo this over and over. That's it. Okay. Then it was like, oh god, this is like a job. Like it becomes like a chore. It was not fun at that point. You know? Yeah. Like they had other games too. Like they had like these balloon popping, like arrow shooting ones and stuff like that. Like it's okay. Like it was not horrible, but it wasn't like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like I think that the game has evolved better now, and that like these timed events, like where they're like give you a little bit every few days, and these like I mean that's not preferred either, but then like it's better than that, you know, and they make it a little bit slightly different every time. There's some story to it. I think that's what made all these events better. That one had story too. That story was about like um spoiler alert, but like that story was about like finding the perfect flower for Venti and like asking him like what he likes and stuff like that, and then like just like what the Wood Blue Festival was all about. But it was super light in story, and that was just to introduce Rosaria, right? And then it was like, okay, there's no real, to be honest, there was no real story. That story was like complete filler, you know? Whereas from Klee's update onward, it was actually like story that we actually cared about. Yes, we knew that Klee's was a side story event that was also filler, but at least it was a fun event and the story was fun. Whereas like Windbloom was like, it's completely like a filler event with filler storyline that no one needs to care about, you know? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's true. It's not you're gonna go back in time to play it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then they should have added one, or they should have added more mini games. Either they could have made more mini games, or they should have made it so that after you've unlocked all the games or whatever, that you could then go back and pick them. So the stupid thing was that they have those stupid achievements, right? Where it's like you have to perfect or not get hit in the bubbles, or like beat this certain time, or like collect on X number of points of stuff, whatever, right? You know? Yeah, they had those achievements, right? But then like the one that pissed me off the most was the bubble one. It's this one where you have to run uphill, and then like there's these machines at the top that shoots bubbles out, and you have to avoid getting trapped in the bubbles. Okay, and as you get closer to the top, there's more bubbles because they come frequently because the machine's near the top, right? And I would always get trapped in one or two of them, and I would get really pissed off and like want to throw the controller almost, but I didn't. And then I'll be like, okay, and then you would lose the thing because you would not get the achievement then, right? But then once you complete the damn game, you can't repeat the game because you can't like retry. So then you would never get the damn achievement because the game after that will be another game then. It's completely different. It's random. You can't repeat the game. So then when you go back in and you exit the whole, like, I don't know if you have to do 3 or 4 of them in a row, right? At the end, you have to fight this little mini boss or whatever. It's fine. Okay, you complete it all, and then like, okay, then I have to go back in and do 3 events again and hope that the one that I didn't do well on is one of the 3 out of the 8, you know? It's not good chances, let's put it that way. And then I have to hope that when I do the damn game, I have to get the perfect score or whatever to get the achievement reward, okay? And if I fail it, then I'm gonna be like, F, and swearing, and I'll be like, oh my god, and then like, you know, then you have to go through 3 rounds again, and then like see if you can get the damn game again, and sometimes you don't get that game because there's other games, you know? That pissed me off so much, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like that part really pissed me off. That pissed me off more than the game itself. Like the games were not hard, but then it became such a chore because it's like I can't get all the damn achievement rewards then if you don't. Yeah, and then in my survey I was pretty nasty. I didn't take a screenshot of it obviously, but I was pretty nasty. I was like, you need to make it so that you can pick the games that you failed on so that you can redo them, because it's not fair that people, because there must be people that gave up and didn't even bother trying to chase those achievement rewards then, because if they failed, then they can't get them because it's random, you know? So like you need to make it so that people can pick the game over and over again so that they can get the freaking like achievement. I actually swore, I think. Like, you know, you can get the effing like achievement reward. Otherwise they won't never get it then, you know? Like it's because then you're gonna keep randomizing it, and then it's so stupid too because sometimes they just kept picking the other games that were not the one I needed, and it pissed me off to the point where imagine you've perfected 7 out of the 8. I don't remember how many, but pretend you perfected 7 out of the 8 games. I only need one game, and I need to perfect that stupid game. But then you'll never give it to me because you keep shuffling the other 3 to me that I don't want. You know, like yeah, it's just annoying. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. It pissed me off. And then that was what pissed people off too. I wasn't alone. And then the people quit that game. Yeah, they quit it because they're like, this is stupid filler content that's just trying to keep us entertained, but there's no real storyline and there's no real purpose for us doing this. It's just to like, it's like chores. Exactly. Completely agree. That's why people quit the game at that point. Yeah. So that's exactly what happened. So I have a feeling from their trauma, I'm sure they got really nasty like surveys. I'm not the only one, I'm sure. I'm sure that they're not going to do that stupid event again, or if they do win Bloom again, they're not going to do it that way, I hope. You know? Yeah. So that's what happened. Yeah, and then after that, they tried to salvage it in 1.5, and 1.5 wasn't any better. 1.5 was a complete rerun and filler like scenario again, and I forget exactly what 1.5. 1.5 was basically like not even memorable, and then so they made it really good from 1.6 onward with Klee's adventure. So that's what made it salvageable again. Yeah. So yeah. 1.5, I forget completely what 1.5 was. 1.5 was basically like reruns and like filler. It was complete filler. Like 1.3 people liked because it was Lantern, right? Okay, and then 1.4 was complete filler in my opinion, like Fall Guys, but like a very dumbed down like version of it that wasn't executed well, as I mentioned right now. And then 1.5 was just more of I forget what it was, but 1.5 was also just filler stuff. Yeah. So right now they're doing really good. Ever since basically we got to Inazuma, they've been, you know how they've released like little bits of Inazuma Islands every few patches, and then now they're introducing like extra Enkanomiya content for 2.5. Like, this is the right way to do it, okay? Not releasing it all at once and like kind of stringing us along, because otherwise people are gonna get really bored really fast, right? That's fine, and then like we're already kind of okay with the whole like events like every 2 days unlocking a little bit, because there were some events where they were unlocking it every 3 days, and that pissed people off too, because that just means that there wasn't much to do in between of those 3 days, right? So unlocking stuff every 2 days, I think, is the right sweet spot. But even then, there are some boring times in between too, right? So that's okay. Yeah, I think 2 days is okay. Yeah, 3 days is a bit much. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, 2.5 is interesting, and then like I am definitely not pulling for Yai Miko's weapon, but I might throw a few like polls onto that banner, but I'm not gonna go deep into that one for sure. Yeah. Okay, you take your time. Yep, you'll be back. I see. Okay, you're back. That was quick. Yeah. What do you think about Ayato? I think I've said this before too. I don't like his design. I think we talked about it in the Discord as well. I think many people also don't like his design, so I'm not the only one. We talked about this in the Discord. He's generic looking, right? And people don't like the westernized looking suit. Of course, there's Japanese kimono elements to the suit, but people expected him to be more like interesting looking, Because Ayaka, her outfit is like more interesting at least, right? And him being her brother, obviously, then people expected the same. But him being all white basically is kind of boring and also very generic. And his hair is also white, so it's kind of like, what the heck, Yeah. What am I farming right now? Oh, good point. I've been farming the Emblem of Separate Fate domain now. So I recently redid my Kazuha. I finally got one Elemental Mastery Sands for him, and that's the one that I ended up using, and I did a quick updated review for him, just, as part of my rerun predictions. Obviously, he's not coming back, but whatever. At least I did it. I unfortunately could not get an Elemental Mastery Circlet, or Goblet, and then I decided, F this, I'm not gonna farm this stupid dungeon anymore, so that's why I'm moving on. Yeah. So that was that. So I replaced one piece for him to get EM, so it was attack percentage before, and then I was trying to replace basically three pieces with EM, and I got no luck. So I'm like, F this, I'm going to move on because Yaimiko is coming, and I'm going to farm the Emblem of Sever Fate. Now, some other streamers, I checked out their videos too, they feel like she could do well with the Thunder Soother domain, or the Thundering Fury domain. Artifact set, I mean. I think that those are fine sets too. I'm not going to farm that domain. I don't really care for those sets, so I'm not going to. I feel, this is just me of course, I don't really know, but I feel like Yaimiko is going to benefit from the Emblem of Sever Fate. I feel like she's going to need energy recharge like Raiden Shogun, because the Inazuma characters have this ongoing theme of energy. So, her being so closely related, technically in storyline, to Raiden, and Raiden's weapon also is energy recharge, although, based on what we can speculate, the Kagura's Verity Catalyst is not an energy recharge weapon, but the Oathsworn Eye is. So, I don't know, but the Oathsworn Eye is designed for Kokomi, I think, but I'm not going to give that to Kokomi. I would be okay to give it to even Yaimiko. Or I could give her the Hakushin ring. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like she could do well with energy recharge. Yeah, that's just me. He's hot. Blue. His hair is blue. Is it like whitish blue? Like grayish kind of? Give him all the triple EM. I don't have it though. That's the thing. So I don't have triple EM. See, this is the hard part with Kazuha. I need him to like have Viridescent Venerer 4-piece set, but I also need him to get all EM on there, and I couldn't. So I wasted like 2 weeks, or literally the last few weeks where I wasn't streaming. I was farming that every day, and I got nothing. So I got pissed, and now I'm no longer farming that dungeon for him. So I'm farming the Emblem of Sever Fate for Yaimiko now, basically. And also, in a way, I'm kind of trying to see if I can get better pieces so that I can replace them for other characters too. Yeah, and I'm also trying to rebuild my child and my Hu Tao. I want to give them the Shimenawa reminiscent sets. So in a way, I'm trying to like get good pieces for all of them. So that's why I figured that's a better dungeon to farm right now. Give him a 5-piece EM. I can't get it though. That's the thing. It's not up to me. Like, it's blue. Okay. For the hair. Okay. I mean, I would love to get a 5-piece EM, but I couldn't get it, so nothing I can do about that, yeah. Maybe I'll go back to it, but there's no new Animo characters coming out anytime soon, so yeah. I know that. I should, but I can't. It's RNG. Do you know what I've gotten lots of pieces of ever since the stupid like defense meta came? A lot of defense pieces from the freaking VV set. I'm pissed about that, Those are all fodder, of course. But like, yeah, that's what I've been getting. We'll already do this. Okay, good. It's just really annoying, I can tell you that right now. I don't need perfect substats for him. You can give Kokomi substats, but with EM. Yeah, like, again, I'm not getting good pieces. So, and I want him to get 4-piece VV, right? That's his whole point. So that's the only problem. I don't need to give Kokomi anything from the Maiden set because, like, she has her clams now. I already updated that review for her too. So, yeah. I'll be honest, the clam set makes her better, but it's not even necessary because she's not going to be any better. And when we get the Oathsworn Eye, I'm not going to give it to her because the Oathsworn Eye is clearly like more like an attack focused like thing, I think, right? And I'm not going to use her that way. So that's pointless, right? But I will still bring it up to R5 and level 90, and I'll give it to possibly Yaimiko because then I don't have to do another weapon. So then that's my kind of plan. The other plan is to do the Hakushin ring, which is the craftable one. So I spent all my billets and I was crafting all the different types of craftables, and then like, yeah, just so I can have them for purposes of streaming. But I didn't level them up, no. But just so that I can have them so that it's easy on hand so I don't have to look up their stats every time. Yeah. My Xiao Venti and Jean too. Yeah, exactly, I could. But then, like, we'll see. Like, I don't use Venti. And Yeah, Jean doesn't need a four-piece PV. She only needs a two-piece and a two-piece attack. Yeah. You've been farming Noblesse for 2 months. You're still not able to get a circlet with ER and attack stance, and you will not stop until you get it? Okay. Well, I'm not that committed. I'm not that committed. With ER substat? Oh, okay. You mean for like Yaimiko instead, right? Benny with 300% ER is nutty? Okay. Well, that's a lot of farming, and that's a lot of resin, right? And I don't resin refresh at all anymore, so it's not like, and it's all based on RNG. It's not like I'm gonna, just because I spend the time doesn't mean I'm gonna actually get it, right? Yeah, I agree with you though. Definitely, like I don't think that any of my pieces are like amazing for any of my characters. I'll be honest. I just like kind of made it work. That's all. I'm skimming through this only. This quest is like one of those easy ones. Usually near the end of the patch, the quests are pretty easy. Like they're simple. They don't need much time. It's about drive. It's about power. I get it. I don't know. I just come on, like log in and like do my daily stuff and maybe a little bit of light farming. I only farm enough just so that I can get the damn ores and then be done, right? Like that's why I haven't streamed the last few times, the last 2 weeks because, well, aside from me being tired and also a little bit stressed with my actual day job, um, and busy. Yeah, like then the other thing was like this game ended up being like although there was some interesting elements to the lantern, right? I just decided not to bother streaming it. I just did those things and just be done with it. Yeah. I mean, it was good though. I did like the event though. I will say the Lantern Rite event is always a good one, and I like the little cutscene at the end. It's always nice because it shows them getting all together, right? And then I did ask in our Discord, I'm like, oh, did you guys find like where all the characters are hiding out in Ligue? Someone did a video of them. I actually watched it right before this stream or earlier in the day. Someone did a video of it. They did a really good job. They tracked down all the characters in Ligue on the map. And apparently Zhongli has multiple locations. So it's actually quite interesting. Yeah. No, Bennett, it's worth it? Okay. 70% of your artifacts are higher than 35. Oh, that's good. You think it's a shit event, really? Oh, you mean this event, right? These are those like cute little like short events where they don't really mean anything, but then they're just meant to like give you like some items basically. Whereas the main event is always the first half of the of the patch, right? Which is the Lantern Rite. The Lantern Rite was not bad. It was fun. Hi, Rishav. Welcome. I'm back after 2 weeks of not streaming. Oh, Chun said you have to get EM. All EM Kazuha. Well, I haven't been lucky like you, okay? I'm sorry. Or have been as committed. Yeah, I don't have to feel stream when I'm not feeling exactly. Yeah, I've been really tired like the last few days, especially not today, but like even on the weekend, I've just been falling asleep on the couch like around this time. That's why I'm like, oh, I can't stream then because then I just went to bed like around this time instead. But today I'm very with it, and I committed to you guys. I said it in the Discord that I would, and I'm here. Yeah. Plus, I also missed everyone too, of course. And at least I did commit to making all those videos over the weekend. It was a lot of videos. I think I did like either 9 or 10 videos. Of course, a lot of them are based on the 2.5 events, right? Preview information, but like, and I did some reviews, of course, too. But then like, yeah, like I just wanted to like make sure I did all that too. Because as you guys know, my channel is monetized. And so trust me, and I was right about this too. I'm not making much on it. I'm not making anything really. As of right now, I am up to $1.85 US. That's what I've made so far. So it's not much, trust me. It's definitely nothing to quit my job over. But it's nice to like have at least something, let's say. It's better than zero, right? Yep, it's a Kichiboshi. You level up your Zhongli today, now you're broke like him. Oh, that's good. Well, Zhongli is an awesome character, even though they nerfed the shielding moving forward with the new Enkonomiya enemies, where they're going to be buffed every time they hit a shielded character. So, yeah, you're always broke. Your Ganyu make like top 1000 in F2P Ganyu. Wow. Good for you guys. Yeah, it's fine. And I'm actually looking forward to 2.5. I'm looking forward to the story events for Raiden Shogun and Yamiko, because they said it's tied to the Archon Quest storyline. Obviously, we know the major storyline plot is the puppet goes berserk, I guess, and we have to kill it, okay? Fine. But then, like, there should be more to it, probably something to do with the Sakoku Decree, where they're locking the country or something like that. Or maybe something extra where, like, after we kill the puppet, then maybe, like, our A Raiden Shogun comes back out somehow. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Right? Maybe her personality changes, maybe her voice line changes. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, right? I don't know. And then like I'm looking forward to that. And they did not announce new hangout events for the next patch, which is interesting because they normally do like two hangouts for some characters because there's so many 4-star characters that they don't even do hangouts for at all. And there's some 4-star characters that they did volume 2 of their hangouts already too, right? So it's kind of like, okay, you're not being consistent here. Not that I care though, just so we're clear. I did not even do like the Ningguang and the Yunjin hangout yet, even though I heard that they're good. I didn't bother, but I will, but I just didn't care. So yeah, I agree. Hangout events kind of suck overall, but like, I mean, it's nice to do it a little bit here and there. Yeah. Don't post all the videos at the same time. I know I could do scheduled posts, but I'll be honest with you, like that $1 that I've made came from all of those videos. I'll be honest, it did. So like even if I staggered them, like if you like I post a day instead or whatever, I wouldn't make the dollar then. Like it would take me longer to get the dollar. Whereas, I checked the analytics. So like I make like a few cents from each video basically. So because they're new, I guess they are. I don't know if they're boosted, but then they're like the algorithm likes the newer videos. It doesn't like promote my old videos obviously. So like I only make like a penny from the old videos here and there. But then like the newer ones are making me like more than 1 penny. So yeah. That's just how it works. So follow up on your Asus laptop. Oh yes, let's hear it. Okay, incident. Their community outreach manager said that I should have documented my laptop before submitting it to them so that they can't rule out customer damage. But they gave you a $50 coupon as consolation. Oh shit. Oh no. Yeah, well that's bullshit because it's like who knows to do all that beforehand? No one expects that they're gonna get a piece of like, damaged merchandise. Of course they're like that because they don't want to pay. But I want to say that maybe it's also because a lot of people also exploited it. Maybe people did have customer damage and then like companies just paid it out before, whereas now they're being more like careful. But in your case, obviously we trust that that was the case for you, where it was their fault. But I guess they're just being really like black and white about it. Yeah. 63 pity and 26 wishes. You're gonna save the pity and wishes and spend them on Ayaka. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. And we all know that Ayaka's definitely gonna come back when Ayato is gonna be run. Alright. I don't know if they'll be running on the same banner. That wouldn't make sense, I think. I think it's gonna be Ayato maybe on his own or Ayato plus somebody else, and then Ayaka on the second group with somebody else, right? So it's likely gonna be at least what I already did my 2.6 preview banner thing as well, where I feel like it's going to be Ayaka, Yoimiya, and Kazuha for 2.6 plus Ayato. Originally, I had thought that like whatever Windbloom or whatever Klee event is going to be 2.6, but it sounds like it's just going to be Inazuma again. So I think it's just going to be all Inazuma, and I feel like because Windbloom, well, we were talking about this before Reshop joined, but I feel like because Windbloom was not well received last year, I actually feel like they're not going to do Windbloom at all this year. I think they're just going to do Klee's Islands instead, and that's another way to bring Venti back into the rerun because Venti's had a little minor storyline plot there where he let the dragon, the Valen, like bring us to the island originally, right? So then there you go. So then I feel like that could be, yeah, or they'll just do a combined like smaller Wind Bloom thing, or they shouldn't do the Fall Guys thing again ever. They should not, ever. They should just do something else, yeah, with Wind Bloom. Like just do like a story like related event instead, you know? Yeah. You can't claim the money unless you make 100. I know. Yeah, exactly. Reach out. No. Yeah. So how YouTube works is that if you don't accumulate $100 US, it will not pay out to me. So it's fine. I'm at $1, so it's gonna take me like I don't know how many years to get to $100. Yeah, $50. No, the back part of the I think I saw from the picture. It was dented, right? It was dented in, bent, right? On the back part, on the bottom, near the power, you said, or is it near the speaker, right? It's not scratches. It's like dented. But the PC works. I remember. Yes. Yeah, Ayato and Kazuha. Yeah, I think so too. And then Ayaka and Yoimiya. Yeah. The only other option I can think of is that Ayato comes by himself, sorry, and then Kazuha is saved because Kazuha is like technically Kazuha we met him in Lee I remember, even though he's an Inazuma character, right? And obviously people are waiting for him, like but I feel like Kazuha is more of those free roaming characters that can come at any time. Um, so Kazuha could be saved for later, or Yoimiya could be saved. I actually said that in my 2.6 predictions. Yoimiya, because her theme is summer fireworks, she could come during maybe like if they choose to shorten like the Wind and Bloom Festival, if they choose to do it that way and not do Klee's Islands and just do like a shorter thing, then it could be Venti plus Klee for like some kind of short Wind Bloom Onset Festival, and then the other half of that whatever patch that is, maybe 2.6 or 2.6, then they can go back to Inazuma again and then do like summer fireworks with Yoimiya, because then it's summer, right? That's the whole theme, right? I don't know. Um, and then the funny thing is, after all those characters are rerun, like after Klee and Venti are rerun too, we're all caught up. We're back to Ito and Shenhe. Because they are doing Kokomi and Raiden already, unless they choose to rerun other characters that were already rerun. Because like then we're all caught up. We're all caught up to the latest, newest characters already. Yeah, there's a dent. Yeah, exactly. Worth $100. Okay. One dent near the USB port on top of the right corner, another dent on the lid along the hinge. Yeah. That's so shitty, yeah. Why did they change Ayaka's panties to bloomers? Because, I guess censorship, right? Yeah. But, like Ningguang's, like, new dress shows her panties more often. I like her new dress better. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the new, like, outfits yet. The ones that, the censored outfits that we got for free. Let me check. Let me kill these guys first. Ugh, annoying. Okay. Well, the thing is cute, actually, I must say. This is bad though because hilly turtles technically are not bad. It's just that we are also like it's kind of bad. I mean, because they have a civilization. It's kind of sad that we have to kill them. But anyway, regardless, they are attacking us, I guess. But technically, we're going to their land, maybe. Yeah. Yes, Kazuha is awesome. And I will say the whole like Asus thing sucks for sure. I feel bad for you, but at least you got $50 back. And as long as the laptop works, then that's fine. I don't know if there's anything else you can do at this point because it seems like they're gonna close the case, right? I don't know, because the $50 is it like a coupon to like use on their store? Because that's also shitty then, because that just forces you to buy another product from them. If it's $50 cash or just like refund back to you as money, then that's better. Because you know how like some stores they give you like a gift card back for their own store. Like, it's like, but maybe I don't want another product from you, because I already had a shitty experience with you. Why would I want to spend more money here? Like. So like I'd rather it be money then, right? Hopefully it's just money. It's a coupon. Oh, it's a coupon for like their own products. Oh shit, that's not good then. I mean, it's better than nothing, but then you know that like, see, that's their stupid little trick, because like $50 is sounds like a lot, but it might not be when you're buying like computer equipment, right? And then like that like their stuff might be like I don't know, for example like 49.99, I don't know, and then you have to add tax on it, right? And then it's gonna be more than 50, then you end up having to pay a few dollars more yourself just to get like to use it up, like that's how shitty it is, right? Yeah. It's got a 1 year validity. Okay, that's fine. Well, the other option is you could sell it to somebody and then like get money for it instead. Like someone who is planning to like go there anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing, but definitely, yeah, I feel bad for you. But definitely, as long as your computer works, then just make the most of it, and then like now for the future. Not just for Asus, but for any brand. Like apparently, like yeah, if you get something and it's like not like obviously to your satisfaction, take pictures of it immediately, and then like obviously contact them immediately, right? Um, yeah. And then in addition, like you also learn that maybe you shouldn't buy from them again, I guess. There's that too, right? I mean, life is a learning curve, right? We have to learn our mistakes. Well, not our mistakes, sorry. We have to learn from these experiences. Let me rephrase. Yes, it's not our mistake. Not your mistake. Yeah. I wasn't even paying attention to what they were saying anymore, but it's fine. And it's just simply like taking pictures. Like this quest is just like a little simple like fetch quest, more or less. There's no storyline. Why won't anyone buy it? So it would be like a favor. So like, not saying that they're gonna buy it off you, but like pretend like if you have like a friend or a family member that. So we're not trying to rip them off. It's just really like a fair trade, really. Like they don't lose anything out of it, but then it's just for them like for you to get rid of your thing. Like if they were gonna pretend like you knew somebody close to you who's willing to help you out as a favor, pretend that they're gonna go and be like, I'm gonna go buy something from Asus, for example, and then like then you can offer to them, well, I have a $50 gift card. Since you're gonna go buy from them anyway, why don't you give me $50? You can take this and then go buy whatever you're gonna buy, and then you would still just use it up for me. That way I don't have to use it up, you know? Like there's that too, right? So it would be a favor in this case. But yes, if you're selling to some random stranger though, then no, they're not gonna pay you face value for it. No, I agree. Because for that, why would they need to do that for you, right? But yes, if it was somebody that you knew and that they're close to you and that they're willing to do this favor for you, they would be, because then that could happen. Like, I mean, for example, like my sister, she previously lent me her PS4, and then she also had like she won this PlayStation I forget what it was. It was either a PlayStation like whatever membership or whatever, and it's like $75 worth, right? And then she asked me if I would, because she's not going to use it, right? So she's like, could I like pay her $75 and just use it? And then, but then not because I don't want to help her, but because I wasn't going to activate it anyway, because I wasn't going to use that service. It's like their online service or whatever, but I don't play with other people online, so it doesn't like So then I'm like, I'm not going to use it. Sorry. So I told her just to sell it instead at a discount to somebody else, random. But then yes, that would be the favor here. Like obviously, if I used it and then I would have, because of my sister, I would definitely just give her the full 75 back, and then I would just activate it because I was going to use it anyway. But I'm not using it in this case. So in this case, she would have to sell it at a loss, so to speak. But she didn't get it. She didn't pay for it. Just so we're clear, she got it for free. So then she would have to just sell it at a discounted price to some random person instead, which is what she's gonna have to do. So yeah. Oh, I have to catch fish? Oh, God. So just go swim up to them? Oh, no. I have to actually fish them? Okay. Jeez, I didn't think I had to do that. Okay. Oh, over here. I haven't done this in a while. Oh, I almost forgot how to do this, because I haven't done this in a while. Oops. Ugh, okay. Yeah, so that's that. Hmm. And so right now, no one knows if Ayato is a support or DPS. I feel like he's a support because Ayaka is a DPS. That's just my way of thinking that the game is trying to be balanced. But then you never know; he could also be a DPS. I also don't think that he's going to actually be a single hand sword user because Ayaka is already a single hand sword user. I feel like he's going to have the whole like transformation thing where he has two weapons, right? Where it's gonna become something else instead, right? Like just like Child and Raiden Shogun. So yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen, but you never know, we never know, right? Because like for example, like Ito's splash art has that giant gold like debate club, but he doesn't actually have that in the like he gets that only when he transforms in the burst, right? So I don't know. Yeah. Is the Amanoma good for Ayaka? It could be, yes. It's actually a very universal sword, and it's not horrible. So I would say you could craft it. It has a because she has energy recharge issues. Basically, all the Inazuma characters need energy. So then, like the Amanoma has a passive that basically acts kind of like an energy recharge system. It doesn't say AR on it, obviously, but then like the way that it's set up is like a mini ER. It's not bad. Definitely, it's not bad, and it will match her aesthetically because it is a katana after all. Hence, I do feel that whenever Kazuha is going to rerun, he will have a new weapon as well, and that's why I think that they're also delaying his rerun. I think this is just rumors. The rumors was that he was technically supposed to be included on the 2.5 schedule of reruns, but then they pulled him out afterward. I don't know if it's because of a weapon issue or because they're running out of characters, which we also talked about earlier. Because after Kazuha, Ayaka, Yoimiya, Klee, and Venti get rerun, we're all caught up because everyone else has been rerun at least once then, right? And then it's just down to Ito and Shenhe, right? Unless they choose to rerun other characters again and more than once then, right? But then then we're all caught up. So there could be that too, where they're trying to like drag it out a little bit. There's also other talks that people keep bringing up these other characters like Heizo and Yelan. They are both Li Yue characters. So once the storyline comes back to Li Yue, which I do feel, remember 2.6 we're going to Chasm, and Chasm is next to Li Yue, so like we're going to need some new stuff there too. Keep that in mind. And I don't know if Chasm is going to be like Dragon Spine, where it's all released all at once, or if they're going to learn from their current way of doing things, where they're going to release part of it and then expand on it in the following patch. right? Because that means 2.6 is going to be partly in Li Yue. So then, with that being said, then I also made it questionable for me when I was thinking about this, because I was like, would 2.6 include all the Inazuma characters that we just talked about, like Ayaka, Yoimiya, Kazuha, and Ayato? Because then they're not part of Li Yue. But then I also thought there are no other Li Yue characters to bring back. So I don't know. Sub DPS support, okay. Ayato leaked he will be HP scaling, Claymore user. Okay, that's good. So maybe the Rain Slasher is going to be good for him because it has a Hydro, right? He will transform it into a water katana on his ult, and it will deal massive Hydro damage. Okay, that's cool. HP scaling. Oh, the bell. Yes, that ugly thing. So they finally found a player for that thing now. Oh my god. Okay. Well, luckily we never got rid of it then. Baizu is going to show up in a banner with a 4-star support called Yao Yao. Both are Dendro. Oh, right, right. Okay, okay. There we go. Yeah, I was going to talk about that too. But I don't know if Dendro is going to come out during Chasm or if they're going to come out during Sumeru. But Baizu and Yao Yao are both Li Yue characters. So I agree. That also could be very suspecting for 2.6. Because Baizu has been teased recently on the Twitter account in the chibi art. He has been, I think he appeared 2 or 3 times already. And he definitely appeared in the Li Yue Lantern Rite scenes, as we saw, right? Because he is officially a Li Yue character. It's just like he has a Dendro element, right? So I feel like he will be the new 5-star Dendro character, and Yao Yao will be the 4-star as well. And Yao Yao was already in the original debut art of this game, Genshin Impact, for the 2019 Moon Chase Festival, or well, Mid-Autumn Festival in real life, like we call it the Mid-Autumn Festival in real life. The Moon Chase is just the in-game version of it, just like Lantern Rite is the in-game version of Chinese New Year, right? You know? So like, yeah. So then like, you know, in the official art, like Yao Yao was like holding moon cakes already, right? You know? So yeah. The ugly bell is like the most good-looking claymore, is it? Well, at least it'll have a user now, because HP scaling is that's probably the one for him then, right? Baizu is the Dendro Archon, okay. Subscriber growth has been slow for both of you, and yeah. So what happened was that I think that my momentum ended once I became monetized, and also because the funny thing is, I monetized on the day after I did that last live stream, I think, and after I posted a bunch of videos, and then like I didn't post anymore for a while. So then I think that's when the algorithm no longer liked me. Yeah. So I'll be honest with you. So I should have rode that wave a little longer, and I should have, but that was when I got a little bit like tired. Like I said, I was really like stressed out with my job. Not complaining about my job, but then like it was really busy. We had some major projects that we had to do, marketing wise. There were some major deadlines, and there was um I would say some slight issues, technical and or administrative. And then yeah, anyway, they had to be fixed and all that other stuff, right? You know, and then lots of yeah, anyway. So everything is done now. So we're back to like smooth sailing, let's hope. You know, with my day job and we're good and nothing's wrong. No one's gonna like die or anything. Nothing's like no one's gonna lose money or anything like that. Like, you know, that's fine. But then like, you know, the point is like then we're back on track now. There were some client issues as well. Some clients had some contracting issues, blah blah blah, like nothing major, all settled now. So like yeah. So anyway, that's yeah, and then there's just like yeah, there was just like some stress, and then like on my part, I also made some mistakes as well. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna go into them obviously, but I did make some mistakes here and there. Fixed them already. Apologized. Good. Nothing horrible. I'm not gonna lose my job over it. I got pissed off at myself making those mistakes, but whatever. It's done. It's fine. So obviously we're good now. So yeah, things like that, you know? Yeah. Because I'm also kind of like a perfectionist in some ways too. So then like, I mean, I'm overall pretty easygoing, but then like sometimes when you make a stupid mistake, like at work, and then like, you know, it makes you feel like shitty, obviously, you know? Even if like the people around you are like, it's fine, it's fine. You don't let it go. You know what I mean? I didn't let it go for like 2 or 3 days. So yeah. Anyway. By the way, you copyright strike that guy? YouTube rejected it because he replied back with he was using it under fair use policy? Oh shit. Can you do that? Okay. How do I feel about my own custom YouTube? Well, thank you for letting me know. I think it's good. Yeah, I switched to it now. It's good. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Junjun, you have to go now? Okay, well, thanks for joining us. Thanks. It's good to catch up with you. Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's fair use then. So then, there you go then. So then now what? That's shitty then. So if it's fair use, that means that they can continue doing that to you then. Yes, everyone makes mistakes, so no one's perfect, of course. So it's fine. I mean, I'm just being extra hard on myself. I didn't need to be, but it's fine. It's dealt with already, so we're good. Can I catch that duck? Nope, you cannot. Okay. Well, that's shitty then. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal, so it's fine. It's all dealt with already, so we're good. Yeah, I just was a little bit hard on myself. I think that also affected me in terms of like, that's why I wanted to sleep earlier the last few days after that mistake happened. That mistake happened last week. Um, yeah. So then I was like, okay, I need to focus. I need to like, I'm not on my game or whatever it was. Yeah, and yeah, just dumb mistakes, obviously. So it's fine. We're good now. Yeah. You can dispute the decision, but you'll have to send a legal document, and I don't want to spend money on this issue. Oh, okay. I think just leave it then in this case. Yeah, nothing we can do. Fair use is such BS, and then the guy was being such an asshole too, where they blocked you and everything. Yeah. Do I like using the Ubiquity net? I'm not doing it because I like it. I'm doing it because there's an achievement for the Primal Gems. But it is kind of annoying because sometimes I forget to switch it out or in or whatever, right? You know, it's annoying, yeah. Ooh, only 2 more and then we're done this event. And then what? What's coming after this? I wonder if there are any more events after this? I'm curious. There are no more events after this. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Hmm. Yes, there should be one more event because right now it's the 8th, right? And then there's 2 more days left, so then it should end on the 10th. And then on the 10th, because the next patch comes out on the 16th, so there should be like basically there's like a whole week left. So there is going to be another event, I would imagine. Yeah. Oops. Pressed away. You hate it? You have to swap between? Yeah, I know. It's annoying. I wish that there was another way to do it too. I totally agree with you. Because like I said, I always F it up, and then sometimes there are some animals I did want to catch, and then like I end up killing them because my skill comes out instead. Or, like vice versa, right? Or like when I want my skill because I'm getting attacked by somebody, then the stupid thing comes out. Yeah. Oh, there's another daily event. Oh, yes. Okay, that's probably what it is. But that's not really an event. That's just a login event, but there's no more story events, I think. This is the last, like, actual, like, so-called story slash action oriented event, I think, right? There's no more. So in a way, some of their patches are kind of shitty that way too, where like we all know that near the end there isn't much happening. Yeah. Okay. And I already got my battle pass max, but then I still like come and do this like stuff. I mean, I did the bounties already before yesterday, So there's anything else I want to do. I don't even care about the ley lines and the domains. It doesn't matter. Don't care about any of this, obviously. So that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be saving all my my wishes for Yaimiko because I am very close to pity. I'm at 62 or 63 already, and we know 75 is where soft pity is. So we have to pass 75 in order to get a 5-star. Of course, I'm up for risk of 50-50 because I did get Ito, won that one, and I got Shenhe, won that one. So I'm hoping to keep the luck going and win it for Yaimiko and get her without having to spend anything on this game and just keep it low spend. I mean, obviously, I did have the Welkin and the Battle Pass, but other than that, I have not since then. So let's just keep that going. So yeah, luckily Lantern Rite gave us a lot of wishes, so that's why I was able to bring up my pity quite fast, which was great. Yeah, and then Chun left, but then like he was telling me that I need to keep farming the Viridescent Venerer one to get like EM stuff for like Kazuha, but I don't really think that I was doing well there because I was never getting very many of those. So I'm gonna just instead farm these the Emblem of Severed Fate instead because I feel like this is going to be the set I'm going to give to Yaimiko if I get her. I can do something like spending 10k to get Yaimiko to C6. No. I'm not gonna spend 10k on this game. I'm already not really like playing this game that much already, but thank you. I think that no one even doing that anymore. I don't think anyone cares that much anymore. Like I think gone are those days now. You know how Tenha did that in the beginning to become big? I don't think anyone cares that much about this game anymore, where they want to watch you bring them to C6, you know? I don't think anyone cares that much. Even I don't even care that much to watch other people do it, you know? I think when I first started this game, I cared, but not anymore. So I don't think it's, even if you spend the 10k, you won't make it back. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. You also keep getting shitty pieces from the VV domain and the Crimson Witch domain? Yeah, totally. I can totally agree with you. That's why I don't like. I know that Chun is super committed. That's why he's a free-to-play player and like has good artifact pieces because he keeps going. He even said earlier he spent 2 months on whatever domain it was, and he's trying to get better pieces and he's still going. I'm not that committed. I'm not really that willing. Yeah. This is an okay piece. I want to keep this for now, even though it's HP. This is garbage, and any more of the defense ones I see, I don't keep anymore. Yeah. Because there's obviously the domain, the defense domain, and only certain characters need defense, and they're specifically Geo characters in this game. So any other defense pieces now, no matter what substats they have, can go to the trash. Whereas before, when there was no such domain for them, then yeah, then you have to keep some of that, right? But then now you don't need to. Unless they somehow release like future other elemental characters that need like defense in the future, which is stupid if they do that. Ugh. Okay, I got hit by that stupid ring of electricity. Why does she give a flying kiss? I don't know if she gives a flying kiss, does she? Isn't she just like whipping it out from her chest? The ghost? Hang on, let's see. Oh yeah, she does! I just noticed that. Maybe she's just being very flirty. Blah. And blah. Okay. Well, that was that. She brings the ghost from her pocket. Yeah, it's kind of neat. technically Shenhe's thing, they called it a cryo avatar in English, but technically it's a ghost. Because like in her, like, even if you go, oh, actually, this is a good picture, actually. Here, look at it, it's like completely a ghost. Like they say that it looks like her, but it doesn't look like her because it has different hair than her slightly. Like you know how her hair is like it's like parted in the middle and it has like an amulet on its face? It's a ghost, you know? So yeah.
归向正道，保身护命。
And that's kind of why I realized this afterwards. That's why Shenhe's banner came out before Lantern Right. Because you know how I don't know if you know, but last year for Lantern Right, Hu Tao was introduced, but in between of her, like so Xiao was introduced first, and then in between there was one Kaching 2-week banner. And that threw people off, right? Because they were like, oh my god, they're gonna actually like keep putting like standard characters out. What happened was I think Ching was just a filler because they didn't want to put out Hu Tao because it was during Chinese New Year and Hu Tao has a ghost and it's bad luck for Chinese New Year. Right, you know? So then like similarly this year, because Shenhe has a ghost, in my opinion that's a ghost, they had to bring her out first on this patch before the Lantern Right event, which is what they did. I don't think anyone talked about that, but I think that's the reality is what happened. Yeah. Also because they need to bring her out first because she appears in the Lantern Right events in the storyline, and she appears at that little cutscene at the end. So you obviously chronology, then you have to bring her out first, right? And then then she can make sense to come out after. So yeah, but you can't bring her out with a ghost during Chinese New Year. That's not good either. So hence, it's better to get rid of her first. So yeah. Oh hi Deep, how are you? What do I think of Ayato's weapon? So we talked about this earlier just now. So some people said that they saw some speculations and leaks that he's going to be a Hydro Claymore user that switches to a one-handed sword during his ult, which is kind of amazing. If that were the case, then and I talked about this in our Discord server as well. Definitely happy if you want to join that. It's in the link in the description. I would say like Rain Slasher could be a good weapon. Let's go there now. I'm gonna go to the Claymore weapons. Let me just find a Claymore user. Here. So like, I mean, the Rain Slasher could be a good option because it has like increased damage against opponents who are affected by Hydro and Electro, right? So like that could be a good thing. The only thing is that it's a subset as Elemental Mastery, but then technically if you use him as a support for creating reactions, that could be okay. And I do feel that Ayato is going to end up being a support. So yeah, that's that. And I talked about that too because I feel like they can't duplicate the role of Ayaka because Ayaka is a single hand sword user who's a DPS. So I feel like they're gonna make him not a single hand sword user, but make him a support or a sub DPS even. Yeah, so this could be a good weapon for him because people complain about this weapon saying that this is a shitty weapon. They said that it could work on certain characters like Beto maybe, or like at one point, some people tried it on Diluc in the very early game, but then people then later on resulted to not bother with this weapon. I feel like this could be an okay weapon for him, depending on that. Of course, they're going to release him with some kind of new 5-star Claymore as well, obviously. So yeah, I don't know what else would be good for him. This is probably going to be good for him. Now, if he has energy issues, though, he's probably going to be okay with any of the energy-related ones, like Sacrificial or Favonius, maybe even this one, the Katsuragiri. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. And then the other thing, we talked about this too. Chunjin who left already, but he said that like some leaks or whatever said that Ayato is going to be HP scaling, so then the bell will come into play because this is a weapon that people hate because it's been in the game since the beginning, but no character really utilizes it well. Originally, some people put it on Noelle, but Noelle has the white blind, which is better for her. So then, like, the bell probably could be his weapon because it has HP on it, but I have a feeling, obviously, then they're going to make some kind of 5-star weapon, obviously, if that's the case, with HP on it then. So, we don't know. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably going to be the bell. Yeah, and there's going to be new sets for normal attacks, possibly, and maybe new sets for HP, is what people said. People are already speculating that they're going to have a new HP domain, And with the HP, because there are, just like how they had the defense domain, and right, for the Geo characters now, they're going to make an HP domain for not just specifically an element, because Hu Tao's Pyro and she uses HP, and Zhongli needs HP as well, and he's Geo. And then, like, basically a lot of the shield characters need HP for their shield, right? So, yeah, they're going to make an HP, and even Kokomi needs HP for healing, right? So like, and Barbara, so the HP is actually even if arguably HP is even more of an important artifact set stat to have than defense, because there's way more characters across all elemental types that would need it. Yeah, totally. So yeah, I mean, I think that's awesome. If they make him a Claymore user, then I can. The reason why I'm saying it's awesome is because I would not pull for an HP Claymore because only he would use it. So definitely that's great. I'm gonna skip that for sure then, and then I would just shove him on with the bell, which I already have to R5, and it's already level 40 because I didn't know what I was doing in the early game, so I leveled this a little bit. That's fine. Then it's not gonna be wasted at least, you know. Then I can just shove this on him if I get him, right? So that's my way of being cheap here, right? And then if it turns out that he's better with the Ring Slasher, then at least I have this R5 as well, and I can just shove this on him too. Fine, whatever, right? Or like if he's better with this energy recharge or any of these other energy recharge, then at least I have them already. So yeah, and I have this one waiting in the wings. It's just currently on Razor. I'm not using Razor, but yeah, yeah. So energy recharge, ever since we got to Inazuma, has been a pretty staple for many characters, so you can never go wrong with energy recharge. Elemental Mastery, on the other hand, is very niche. Not every character needs it. So yeah. Yeah. And then as we talked about earlier as well, like Yaimiko, like she can do well with most of the catalysts in the game. You have a Wolf Gatestone and a Skyward Pride if he's a Claymore. That's good. Perfect. Skyward Pride is going to be a perfect one if he needs energy, right? And Wolf's Gravestone, depending on how he is, I don't know if he's really a DPS. Maybe you can make him a DPS. Then maybe the Wolf Gravestone will be better for him, right? You have to really wait and see. And we all know that after the official patch version update is released, then a few days after that, or within a week after that, then the beta testing for the newer patch becomes available, and that's when leaks start circulating again, right? You know, so, and we also know from even the recent Yaimiko situation, and also previous updates too, even though they leaked the early, like, whatever beta testing, they still tweak them near the end, and then they change it. Like, they changed out, Yaimiko's normal attack animations and her tail animations, and they changed out some of her like cooldown or whatever, or her timing as well, during the beta testing run. So then, like, we all know that yeah, there may be, leaks, let's just say, in the beginning of 2.5 for 2.6, and then we also know that they're going to be adjusted by the end of the testing period. Yeah. Hi, La Senora, welcome. Indeed, yes. And Rishabh said, I run Kazuha hybrid build, 446 EM, but also has 1.1k attack with 40% crit rate and 120% crit damage. Yeah, good. Yeah, I have a hybrid build Kazuha as well, because I'm actually gonna be honest, although Chun told me to keep going for EM pieces, I did farm for the last 2 weeks even though I wasn't streaming. I was trying to get Viridescent Venerer like EM pieces. I was only able to get this one. So this replaced an attack percentage. I couldn't get these two. So anyway, I have a feeling though, and I kept saying this already and I'm sticking to it. You know how Freedom Sworn is currently his best in slot because it's EM and blah, but this is not supposed to be his sword if you think about it. Like, this is his sword, yes, but he is a Ronin samurai. This is a Mondstadt Western style sword. They are going to re-release him when they rerun him with a katana sword. Believe me, they must, okay? That's when I'm going to actually go back to the weapon banner again, okay? Because for my boy here, he's got to get kitted out, okay? So, like, I'm going to definitely go for, like, whatever katana they release, and I hope that the color scheme matches him, whether it's, like, black and red or whatever it is. And, yeah, it's probably going to be not an elemental mastery sword. It's going to probably be a crit rate or a crit damage one, and that's going to bring us back to a crit DPS or sub DPS build for him, and I'm all for it. So that's why I'm kind of being lazy too by not refarming the stupid Viridescent Venerer, because I was really annoyed in the last 2 weeks. I wasn't getting the EM pieces that I wanted, so I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just gonna focus on the emblem domain now because yeah, Miko, I'm gonna put her with the 4 Police emblem. People are saying that they can do, Thunder Soother or Thundering Fury or other things like that. I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna focus on emblem set and build her similar to a Raiden Shogun situation. And then if I get good Shimenawa pieces, I'm actually gonna rebuild my Hu Tao because right now she's using Crimson and Gladiator. I'm going to give her a 4-piece Shimenawa. And similarly, I'm going to rebuild my child, who I also love. These are my beloved characters. So I'm going to rebuild him the same way and build him with a Shimenawa set as well. I do have Shimenawa pieces, but I don't think they're good. Like I can, but I don't think they're all like good, whatever. So I'll have to rebuild, but they're not a priority. Rebuilding a character is not a priority. I know Chun Chun, who left already, he loves rebuilding his beloved characters. I love my characters too, but I'm not willing to rebuild characters when I have to build a new character. So my priority is always build the new character first, and then when I have extra time, then I will then rebuild existing characters. So that's why I recently rebuilt, because there's nothing else to do in the game. I recently rebuilt my Albedo, that's why I posted a review. I recently rebuilt Kokomi, and I was trying to rebuild my Kazuha, so, that's kind of my deal. Alrighty. You're excited? He's Child 2.0. I'm excited too because I feel like Ayato is going to bring the new rebalancing of Hydro characters, and I've talked about this before on my streams as well. They recently rebalanced Geo, obviously with Ito, Albedo, and Goro, and Yunjin. They rebalanced defense, same characters, right? So then they're going to need to rebalance Hydro, and I already said this before too, they're going to rebalance Catalyst users. Because when we look at our roster of characters, and even if you just use the filtering function, you'll know that there aren't that many, well, we already know that there aren't that many Hydro characters, obviously, like that's a given, right? Like there's only like 5 of them, and basically 3 of those 5 are 5-star characters, and one of them is a healer that's a 4-star, and this is not, and he's just a support. So they're lacking in terms of Hydro characters. And then aside from Hydro characters, they're lacking in terms of let me see, Catalyst users as well. So they're gonna have to filter So like none of these 4 are, but then there are a bunch of Catalyst users, but a lot of them are just supports. And there's 2 of them are healers even, right? Only like Klee, Yanfei, and Ningguang are technically DPS ones, and then Sucrose is definitely a support, and technically Mona is support too, and Lisa is kind of a support too, and no one uses Lisa. So, yeah, they're gonna need more Catalyst users for sure. Just like how they rebalanced Polearm recently to give them more characters because they were lacking. So yeah, totally. What are my stats on my Kazuha? Oh, okay, let me go back. Oops. Where is he? Here. Okay. Not that good. I'm trying to, so he's very mixed halfway, not full. Cause I'm trying to do EM kind of, but not fully, so it's not like the best either, like 561 here, right? And then this is kind of like a 50 split almost, not really, yeah. Again, I wasn't able to get any EM goblet or circlet pieces, so I'm stuck. I mean, I have those pieces for not Viridescent Venerer, but the only problem is he needs 4 of the Viridescent Venerer set, right? So then I can only farm that stupid dungeon for it, and I can only hope to get the EM pieces with decent substats too. It's just not happening. Yeah. Regardless, I feel like he's going to be getting a new weapon anyway, so whatever. You know how Venti, originally he had no weapon. He had Skyward Harp. There we go. And that was kind of because the Skyward series, the 5-star weapons are just universal placeholders. And then then they gave him his, whatever his weapon's called. Forget the name. Yeah, and then, and then that's his whatever, right? So I feel similarly, when Kazuha reruns, he's going to have a better weapon. Yeah. For some reason, I feel like this Freedom Swarm was a mistake, or something happened along the way, or it wasn't intended for him. Maybe there's going to be another EM character that's a single-hand sword user in the future, but I don't know. Yeah. Yep. And then it's just really interesting. I'm very excited for 2.5. It's dropping soon, obviously. We're all excited. It's going to be that Three Gateways event. It's going to be similar to the Moon Chase, right? It's going to be a limited time series event where you have to collect things basically and level up your statue, right? So then like that I'll do because I didn't even fully explore the last three Inazuma Islands, even though one of them says that it's 100%, even though I know it's not. And I know that a few of them are actually close to 100%. I just haven't done it. And Economia, I'm past 50% exploration, but I haven't explored it since. So because that's permanent, I don't need to. But anything that's limited, I will definitely like scour it and get it done within 100%. Like the Golden Apple Archipelago, I scoured that and I made sure I got 100% for everything and went over that. So yeah, I actually will be happy if they bring back the Golden Apple Archipelago, Cleese Islands for the summer. That'd be amazing. And maybe make them into a permanent. If they can make it permanent for the game, then that's great. Because now that I think that what happened was that they were figuring out the situation with the maps. So now that they figured out that they can do this, which they were technically tested during the Golden Apple Archipelago situation, now I think that they have this system where you can do this map. I feel like they figured out a way to make it work, so I feel like they can bring it back permanently now moving forward. Yeah. It looks boring. Well, I mean, at least the event looks interesting. The main event is the Three Gateways event. Um, I mean, I will say that like the events are all basically rehashes of previous events. Like I just said, like that one's probably just another variation of the Moon Chase event, right? Um, and technically, yeah, like I mean, I'm excited in the sense that like there's storyline development. I'm all about the storyline because we love our characters. Obviously, we built up our characters. We have our favorites. We all do. So I want to see the storyline progress. That's my main thing. About RPG games in general and fantasy games. I just like to see the storyline. Of course, the events are nice to have. Um, I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm actually happy that they're not doing Windbloom, as I kept saying about it earlier before you joined. I was ranting about it because Windbloom really sucked last year. And I'm just thinking that they're not gonna. I'm hoping that they don't do it, or that they do it this year, but just not do it the way that they did it last year. It was so bad. So yeah. And Chun Chun was complaining that even the current patch, Lantern Right, he said that they were shitty events. I agree that they're not like, the best, but I enjoyed them though. I thought they were fun, and I like the storyline. I feel like they're doing better already for like the storylines for the events. Yeah, I don't like the Hangout events. I still don't. Even though they've made improvements on them already, I still haven't done the Yunjin and Ningguang one yet. But I'm also happy to say that 2.5 has no hangout events, so that's good. Even though it's whatever, I don't really care either. So yeah. But yes, 2.5 has definitely some filler events. They're going to bring back and rerun events. They're going to bring back Hyakuni and Iki. I actually like that event, but that's nothing like it's nothing major either. They're bringing back the double like talent book system event. Like that's nothing major either. So there isn't much. I'll be honest. 2.5 aside from having the Economia event, there isn't much for 2.5. It's technically a filler. Yeah. And then 2.6, we're going to get the Chasm. And the Chasm is going to be a DLC like Dragon Spine. That's going to be exciting, right? Yeah, and then I will be honest though, moving forward though, most of these characters, even the new ones, they're all just kind of like, oops, they're all just kind of like optional now. I don't see any must-pull characters anymore. So yeah. I wonder when we're gonna get Sumeru. They're probably gonna rename it 3.0 at that point, right? But then like Sumeru is not gonna come right after like Chasm, obviously. It's gonna come like way later. But they're also not going to go like to 2.9 and then 3.0 either, because last year they only went to 1.6 and then 1.7 was already renamed as 2.0, right? So it's going to be like that, I think, where, yeah, they're not going to go through all the numbers. Wait, I ended up walking in a circle. Oh, it's over there, okay. So people are saying 3.0 will be after 2.8. Okay, makes sense, yeah. Because last year, if we think about how they timed it, I think that they named 2.0 basically around their anniversary. Like, I don't know if it was 2.0 or 2.1 that was Inazuma. I think it was 2.1, yeah. It was Moonchase and still Inazuma event, right? Because their anniversary was around that time. So I feel like, yeah, when they drop a new region and it's around their anniversary, which is September 28th technically, so like the end of September, that's when they're gonna redo the next version number. Yeah. Is Sumeru gonna be India or Egypt? Actually, I think it's gonna be like a mixture. I think they're just gonna mix it all together, like Middle Eastern, Egypt, India. I think they're just gonna lump it all together, like kind of. I don't know. I don't know if that's the best way to depict it, but I have a feeling it's gonna lean more towards like desert, hot, like Egypt, Middle East kind of feel. Yeah. I don't know. I've never been to India. Does India have deserts too? I don't think so, right? No, I don't think India has deserts. India is like tropical, right? Like it's hot there and it's like humid, right? Because they have monsoons and typhoons, right? And rainy season and stuff. So it's like tropical, right? Like it's hot and it's also like jungly, right? So it's not a desert, right? Yeah. If Sumeru is land of plants, why is there a desert? That's true. That's a good point. I don't know. Oh, true. You're right. Yeah, Sumeru is plants, right? Because dendro. So then why would it be Egypt then, right? But technically, in ancient Egypt, it wasn't a desert though. Remember, in ancient Egypt, people said that it used to have like obviously more than just the Nile River. They used to have like a big civilization there, and it was a giant like not a river, not ocean, but like a really huge river system. Let's say, like I don't know if it's like a bigger version of the Nile, but like it was more like not a desert. Let's say. So maybe they're trying to do it like that, where it's like the ancient Egypt. I don't know. Western India is a desert? Okay. So I don't know, maybe it's a mixture? Maybe it's like some desert and some like tropical? I don't know. I actually have no idea. Is Sumeru? Yeah, the land of plants. That's right. Okay. Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking of desert. For some reason, where I'm assuming then that would have been the land of the Pyro, whatever that land is called, right? But then no, yeah, it shouldn't be then. Yeah, so it'd be very interesting. We're all excited for Sumeru. I think that's another way to bring in new players or bring back players to return to the game. People who quit already, right? I don't know. Because I know some people returned for Inazuma, but not everyone did. I know some people that quit back in 1.4 Windbloom and 1.5, whatever 1.5 was, it's not even memorable. Those people didn't return, but some of them did after Inazuma was good, right? So, I mean, yeah, hard to say. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens because okay, so their plan, and I just think I question this too. Their plan is to make this game like a longevity kind of game that's just gonna be ongoing for years, right? Because you know how their sister game Honkai just celebrated their 3rd year anniversary last year. It's gonna go on to their 4th year this year. So then like I don't know how long they plan to keep the games going. Like I know they're trying to be similar to like Final Fantasy and those ones where they're online games that go on forever. Like the online version, I mean, like Final Fantasy 14, right? I think there's another one too, like Final Fantasy 11. Was it 11? 11. Yeah. Like there's 2 of them that are online, but whatever, they're just ongoing forever. They don't end. They just keep adding to them, right? I think they're trying to make this into that. And like people are already saying that there's more than just the 7 elements. Like you know how we have our 7 elements that we know about, including Dendro, which has not been released yet. People are saying that there's actually more than just 7 elements. That there's also like light and darkness, whatever they're going to be called, but like light and darkness. And then there's something like on Paimon's like cape and also Dainsleif's cape. They have this like cosmic like star looking kind of energy. So then they're calling that like I don't know what they're calling that, but like celestial something, right? Or galaxy power or whatever, right? Like that in itself is an element, isn't it? Like it's different. So people are saying that there's actually 10 elements minimum in the game. And keeping in mind the whole storyline with visions and delusions, like we don't know if also our characters in the future are going to get delusions as well, right? Where they're going to get like or be allowed to have 2 visions. You know how like in the Archon quest, where Kazuha temporarily was able to access his friend's vision power, right? So like. And then, like, will we be allowed to have our limit break where we're currently limited to like level 90 for our characters, right? And also artifacts and everything. Will we have a limit break situation where we're allowed to go exceed 90 at some point, right? So there's all these speculations about the major future updates. I'm not talking about just Sumeru or the Chasm anymore. Like, like major, like in the future, like what's going to happen to the game? Are we going to have access to like delusions, a limit break beyond 90? And other elements. Like, there's all these bigger questions. But the other major question is, how long is this game really planning to last? Like, are people actually going to be that interested to stay on for that many years, I don't know. It's hard to say, right? But people stayed on for Honkai for all these years. But then the longer the game is, the harder it is for new people to want to get involved. Because then there's so much to like have to catch up on and do, right? And there's also so much that they would have missed that there's like because there's always limited events that are not going to repeat. Be right back. Okay. Take your time. And did anyone else notice that the special program preview was like only 30 minutes ish, whereas some of their older ones were like 45 minutes and up. So I'll be honest, I actually preferred it shorter. But shorter also just means that they don't have as much content to talk about, which is that's the case too. But I will say that I do applaud the fact that they at least implemented the system where only the relevant voice actors are needed to be there, whereas there was that one patch where people didn't like it, where they brought all the what is that? The Mondstadt character voiceovers, whereas that patch had nothing to do with Mondstadt, and it was like Inazuma still, and then people were upset about that, even though it has nothing to do with the voice actors themselves. But it was clear that that was not organized well, or planned well, right? So like, I'm glad that at least they're trying to be more logical now, and everything's making more sense now. Like the banner system, like it's like the weapons are in line with the characters as well, right? So then I like that these alignments are happening. It just makes sense. But then when there's not like 2 banners, then it's questionable because you'll still end up with possibly one shittier 5-star weapon for those of you who care about the 5-star weapons. But this current patch was pretty good because there was 4 characters, obviously, and all of their weapons, their related weapons, are also associated on the banner, which I think makes total sense. Whereas traditionally, it's always like one weapon that you want and one shitty weapon that no one wants. So, or yeah, that's just how it was before, and people weren't happy with that. But that's just a way that they were using to like obviously get money to bait people, right? So. I'm just like I already did my daily routine stuff in case anyone's wondering. So I'm just doing light farming of random like whether artifacts or like fodder stuff, you know. I'm not like specifically farming anything. Yeah, I'm just like doing light farming. Otherwise it's just gonna be boring if my character's just standing around while I'm talking. Right? So that's all. In case you're wondering what I'm doing. Just light farming. Oh, welcome back. Yes. Yeah, because I already farmed my ores already, and I know that people find that boring, and I also find it boring too. I already did that earlier in the day, so that's why I was able to just submit all my ores for the blacksmith today. I might just, moving forward, I might just do that in advance, but depending on the timing that I have. Yeah, so that's that. Did you guys do anything fun over the weekend, or watch anything, or do anything? I watched the movie Eternals, I think last week or the week before. It was okay. I wouldn't say that it's like the best, but I actually like the storyline. The acting was like iffy, I don't know. Um, and they focus on certain characters that I didn't care about. They focus too much on certain characters and too little on others. So I don't know. That's just a pacing issue and like a plot line issue. I don't know. But overall, the storyline was good though. So I don't know. They just need to fix that moving forward because they're obviously gonna make a sequel. Do some economia stuff. Okay. Chun Chun said he loves economia. Did I check out the anime Chun Chun and I recommend? Oh no, I haven't yet. Sorry, I haven't checked out any anime yet. That's the one where that girl, like in that screenshot that you guys posted, right? Is it really good? Where's the thing? Oh, right here. Interesting. Where is it? I hate that some of the buildings and the floors are tilted. Oh yeah. Do you mean like here, or what do you mean? Where is it? I am blind. Where is it? Oh, here. Oh, I need an electro. And it gives you a headache, the tilted environment. Oh, yeah. There are a lot of hidden entrances along the sides of the... Oh, you mean Economia, the floating islands? Too easy to miss. Yeah, totally. Um, I agree. But it's a nice, like, it's a nice setup for sure. And I don't know how they're gonna do the three, realms thing. I don't know, like, if they're going to, like, um, give us only a specific section to do, or is it like, yeah, is it going to be like the Moon Chase where it's only like certain guided sections? Okay, what the heck am I doing? I'm not trying to be here. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's just go to Enkanomiya. We'll just do a little bit of light exploration around some random areas, and then, yeah. Someone told me, or I don't know who it was it you or somebody, said that there's like a waterfall in this first section somewhere, and then there's like a sword somewhere. I didn't even know. No idea. Is there a waterfall here? Was there ever a waterfall here? I have no idea. Or was that not here? I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, I haven't like fully explored and I didn't really... Oh, here, there is a waterfall. Oh. But there's nothing here. Well, now I have to kill these guys.
云野，夜明，朔风解印，克！劝你放弃。
Go along the left edge. The left edge. Hang on. So like around here or something? Left edge. I have no idea. Let's go higher maybe? The left edge forward from the teleport waypoint? Oh. From here? Or from back this earlier part? The left edge. Oh, like those high up tilted part? Or is that a waterfall? I don't know. Earlier part, oh. Oh, I'm gonna grab these pearl things. Oh, then I'm gonna grab the pearls around here first. Because I don't collect them in Watatsumi Island, so I might as well just grab them here. Oops. Oh, it's a fishing spot. I don't care either. Ah! Annoying. I know. You said don't go back. I know. I'm just grabbing these pearls. Because, like I said, I don't collect them normally, so I like to get some of them so that they're there. Okay, go forward, yes. So the left side, and then those things are going to attack me, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this waterfall. There's something here. Ugh, stupid ledge. Why does no one fish these days? Because we don't need to, because we already got the catch. But I know that there's an achievement where you have to fish so many times just to get it. The left edge. Am I supposed to go higher up? Possibly, yeah. Because that's not even the edge, that's like the middle. Oh, and speaking of fishing, as a side note, for the Serenity Pot, I'm really disappointed in their farming, that they haven't expanded that to make it better, because it's so shitty that we can only like farm so little. I mean, I don't enjoy it, but then like, at least make it enjoyable, you know? Like, make it like, kind of like a farming simulator game or something. It's on the bottom layer? Oh. It's just fish. Bottom layer? The bottom layer, okay. Oh! Well, there we go! Interesting. No, I haven't done it already. Clearly, I haven't. I have not fully explored this stuff. Otherwise, I would have had it in my inventory, right? I didn't. Okay, well, it's okay. We're done that part, right? So then we can just like, I don't know, go somewhere else. Yeah, I'm just do some light exploration. I'm not like gonna fully explore, obviously. But we'll do a little bit and then like we'll call it a day. Yeah. If I come across any chests or any puzzles, I'll do them. But if I don't come across anything, then we'll just go somewhere else, just some random teleport point. I'm not keeping track or pinning, like I don't have more pins anyway. I'm not keeping track or pinning like what I've gotten or what I haven't gotten because I don't really care. But yeah. Okay. If there's nothing there, I'm not gonna bother like engaging. Now put it on the sword mount in the Narukami Island Plains. Oh! That's here, right? Somewhere near here? I didn't know that. Oh, that's where that other samurai quest was, right? Okay, hang on. It's like one of these rock things, I think. This one? Or was it one of these other ones? Yes, it's this one. Blade Mound. Ooh. Ooh, thank you. Well, now that I'm here, I'll just grab these stupid things. I need those flower things because I spent a lot of the nectars on Shenhe. Not that I'm like specifically hunting them or whatever, but like if I see those like fake flowers around, I'm gonna kill the whopper flowers that come out, obviously. Just to replenish my like stocks of them. Why does Zhongli grunt so much? I don't know. Good question. And Kanemiya is like a maze? It is. But it's nicely designed though. I will say the level design in the game is quite done well, or quite well done. Yeah. I think exploring with Ningguang on the team is awesome because then you can find where the ores are. Not to say that I'm gonna like obviously collect all the ores up now, but then any extra ones I collect now are gonna be used for tomorrow, right? So that's good. And you just need 120 total. So I think that's pretty close. That's good. Who is Mandian? I don't know. Who's Mandian? Where are we getting Mandian from? I'm sub to her? Oh, I don't know. It might have been a follow for follow. I'm gonna be honest. Don't tell YouTube that. They don't like that.
拒收并蓄，御风而行。
I don't sub to many people on this channel, I'll be honest, and in the early days, I think I was doing follow to follow for some people. So yeah, that's the thing.
安如磐石，安如磐石。
That's a good point. I might have to go through and clean up my subs. That's a really good point. That's the other way.
"安如磐石，固若金汤。 朔风锦衣，唱。
Everyone shat on Kazuha when he came out, but all those who own Kazuha now love him so much, and those who don't wait till him. Yeah, I didn't shit on him. I loved him from the beginning because I was like, I want a samurai character. That's what my actual thinking was. And I'm glad I didn't. Like, I didn't think that he was a 4-star Sucrose. I don't see. I'm not like blind like that. People were just leading with their emotions like when they said that. I was not blind like that. But when people say like, you know, Kokomi's a 5-star like Barbara, that I can see. And you know those like the obvious ones, like when people say like Ito is a 5-star Noelle, that I can see as well, right? You know, like there are specific ones that are very obvious, but then there are ones that are like no, like Kazuha is not a Sucrose. He's like a mixture of all of them, like a little bit of Xiao, a little bit of Sucrose, a little bit of Venti. Like he's a mixture of all of them, and that's why I like him because he's a hybrid character, and I prefer hybrid characters moving forward. But clearly, the game has other plans for us. The game doesn't want to give us hybrid characters. The game wants to just give us 5-star upgraded versions of 4-star characters, which is what I already talked about. But yeah, it's basically my standpoint, and I stand by it because that's what the game is doing. So yeah. Why do cat videos get so many views? Yeah, I don't know. My friend's cat channel has over 100,000 views already. I only have like 41,000? Yeah. And that's already after I'm monetized, and my friend hasn't even been monetized yet. So people love cats. I mean, I love animals too, so I can see it. Oh, speaking of which, oh, the white cat up here, make sure you guys get this one, because like this cat only appears sometimes, and you can only get so many of them. So I think I already caught it like 3 times, and I'm already out of nets. It's okay, whatever. Yeah, this one you can get. The other ones that are around the city, by the way, you can't get. So then, yeah, like, I mean, cat videos are nice, they're calming, and, like, I think not just cats, like, any animal ones, like, puppies, dogs, other animals, exotic ones, even like baby videos about babies, like human babies. Like yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna drink some water. Hmm. Like I mean, I think that if I was to, I don't want a cat, but then like if I was to have a cat, I would make a YouTube channel for my cat too. Not because I'm trying to make money off of it, but because they're just so cute. Just checking my pity. I'm just curious. I think I am close. That's why I'm not going to spend any more on here. Not because I'm risking of getting the character, but because I want to make obviously a polling video when Yaimiko comes out. So then like it's not gonna be interesting if like I'm very close to pity and then I can get like well, I'm not saying I'm gonna get her, but like get a 5-star within like a few polls, right? You know? Okay, so I'm at this will not appear on the stream by the way, because on PlayStation it always pops up as a separate window. Okay, I am at 64 pity, so I'm actually closer than what I said earlier. I thought I was at 62, 63. I'm actually at 64. Soft pity's at 75, so I'm basically 11 away from soft pity, and then after that, it's very high chance of getting it between 76 and 80, basically. So, yeah, I just need to save up basically like 11 to 15 wishes, so like maybe 20, so that'll be like a video worth doing. Yeah. What do I think about the new anime style Genshin trailer? I think it's okay, but the way that they drew them is not that appealing, I'll be honest. It's okay though, and it's meant to be like a teaser trailer, and then the thing is, it only focuses on the Inazuma characters. So, I don't know if they're gonna. People kept thinking that they're gonna redo a whole anime, which I think would be amazing if they did, because Honkai has an actual anime. But I don't know if they're gonna do that because I have a feeling that that's gonna cost them more money. They have definitely a lot of money, but I don't know if they want to invest it that way. That's all. Because I don't think that although Honkai has its own anime, I don't think it was highly like rated. To be very honest, I don't think it did well. So I think that the thing with anime is it could be a money sink and a money pit, right? Like you can do it, sure, but if it doesn't like get high ratings and it's not good, then you wasted all that money, right? I don't know. So anyway, so I think they're just doing an anime like opening. That's all that it is. But maybe I don't know. You love the Yaimiko smile at the beginning of the video. Yeah, it's not bad. But then they drew her like not as alluring. I don't know if that makes sense. Like they made the characters like look more flat. Well, obviously because it's anime, right? But then like even the Ayaka, like they made their faces like rounder and like fatter. It doesn't make them look as appealing. And yeah, they had that whole total like little tease with Ayato. But with that Ayato, they didn't even have like a full like detailed face of him. It's kind of like blurred. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting for sure. I think that it's a good approach, but I don't know that they're actually going to do anything more with it. I don't think they are. Um, and another game, I don't know if you've heard, but no, not Fantasy Star, sorry. Um, Grand Blue Fantasy, that one. Relink is coming out this year, and I'm looking forward to that one because that's a triple A level game. It's not a gacha game, but it's definitely an open world fantasy. And I know that Genshin drew some inspiration from that as well because that's a long running series, but this is the official game for it, I think, coming out. And I think that I heard that they were in development for 4 years already, that game. But also they previously had an anime release for 2 seasons. It's available. And they also had a fighting game, and they had other stuff out for that already. So, yeah, this game took some inspiration from there because I think I talked about this in another stream. One of the, not just one, sorry, multiple characters from there remind me of characters here. Like, I think Jean is technically based off of one of the characters from that game, from that franchise, Grand Blue Fantasy. Yeah, like Jean, like, you know how she does her alt action and she holds a sword in front of her and she, like, closes her eyes and then she like kind of spins or tilts the sword and then like yeah yeah, I think a character in Grand Blue Fantasy does the same thing. So anyway, it's very interesting. And yeah, Genshin took inspiration. They were very honest. They took inspiration from like Evangelion and from other games. um I don't know, So obviously they took inspiration from their own Honkai, of course, too, and of course, you know, Zelda. But you know, it's good. Alrighty. Anything else you want to talk about? Because otherwise, I think we're gonna end the stream here then. Because I think I already grabbed like all the stuff. I already did everything for the routine. I mean, I lightly searched Enkonomiya, but then like I wasn't gonna go too deep in it either because I knew it was late already. But maybe like it'll be another time where I can just search it more in depth, just on the chat instead. Alrighty then. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining me. Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna cut it here because it is 3:30. I'm definitely happy to be back, of course, and happy to have caught up with all of you guys and girls. And also, I know there's some people that aren't chatting, but they're watching. So thank you guys for participating as well. Feel free to join the Discord server, and we can chat some more there about this game or for other things and other topics. Totally open and totally happy to talk about other things like anime or TV or other games. So yeah, definitely I'll be doing this more regularly. I back to my kind of similar back to the way that I used to be doing it, where I'm doing it regularly. I can't do it every day, but I will be doing it regularly during the week, streaming and chatting about random topics and doing the game. Also, I will be continuing to post videos about the game as topics arise. There aren't that many topics, I'll be honest with you. Usually the biggest topics are whenever there's a preview event, which I did a bunch of videos for already. So that's that, right? And there aren't any more characters that I want to review either. So we'll have to wait until more news comes up for 2.5, and maybe when we get the official weapon cards for the Kagura's Verity weapon and the Oathsworn Eye, then I can do more videos there. And when we learn more about Yaimiko too, for sure, right? So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. And yeah, it's 3:30 a.m. my time. Also moving forward, I think next month, March, at some point, I didn't check it yet, but in my country, Canada, we have the daylight savings time. So in my country, we're gonna be losing an hour next month. Yeah. So then, like normally and I talked about this before too. So like my stream here, when I do these streams, it's usually centered around when my server resets, which currently is resetting at 1 a.m. So next month, at some point, I don't know when. I have to check the calendar. At some point next month, I'm gonna lose an hour, so so my server is gonna reset at 2 a.m., which means I may not be able to either stream as long, or may not come on as often for the stream part because it's later, right? So yeah, as you guys know, I work in the morning, so we will have to wait and see. But I will keep you guys posted. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. And until then, I will continue to post regularly and stream regularly and chat with you guys. So feel free to join my Discord server, and it is updated in the description link for this video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.